What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bear With Me, The Lost Robots. So we are gonna go back to Fixie and give her this full canister of fuel. And let's see where everything takes us from there.
We found some gasoline, ma'am.
You're a lifesaver, kid.
So, now that we supported your habit, maybe we can talk.
What's on your mind? Wait, does this have anything to do with the missing tin heads?
It does?
I
It does
already
indeed.
talked to the cops, Ted. I don't know anything about that.
It's not. We need your mechanical know-how.
What did you do?
We found Robbie. Ted thinks you can fix him.
What? Ted, are you insane?
That's my suspicion.
You can't bring him here. Take him to the hospital.
No, I need to talk to him before the police do.
I could get into a lot of trouble for this, Bear.
Yeah, well, I knew a girl once. She was all about getting into trouble.
That was, that was a different time, Ted.
Listen, I need your help. We have the poor guy here. I really need to find out what he knows.
I can't.
We can stop further kidnappings, Fix.
Please, ma'am.
Oh, I can't say no to that pretty face.
Thanks. I would blush, but I'm monochromatic.
I was talking to the kid, you.
I know.
There, I've opened my repair shop. Take him there.
You're a doll. I owe you one.
Aye, shut up and get him on the workbench. I'll have a look at him. Okay, what did you find?
It's his outer shell. Most of the internal components are missing.
Well, kid. Looks and brains. Give us ladies a chance at least.
Okay, can you fix him?
Maybe. But right off the bat, I can tell you he's missing some things.
A warm companion.
Here's the blueprint, funny guy. You get around, don't ya? Now get around to doing something constructive.
You heard the lady, son. Let's get to walking around some more.
I'll show you, lady.
Okay, so now we got a blueprint. Yeah, we're definitely missing a few things here. We got the arms, the body, leg, head. Glass eye covers. For those we need to go out back to the Furiosa. We need one more set of cables and MHAT, whatever that is, a relay and a functioning starter capacitor. Okay. So let's see if we can find some of that stuff.
Oh, Carrot Series 62, I believe. It's a beautiful car.
Sure is.
So workbench, an oil can. Let's check that.
I'll take it. It seems Fixie has more than enough.
That's solid reasoning. Tools.
Mechanics have to have their tools.
Robot assembly.
We can put Robbie's parts here.
Yep.
Fixie will put him together.
Okay. That's gas canister. Oh, another set of cables. Now we have two. Beautiful.
We need these for Robbie. It's used for welding, I suppose.
I mean, if she had gas canisters in here, why did we have to go look for it outside?
These guys really knew how to bop, let me tell ya.
Robot head.
It's the music machine, whatchamacallit.
A jukebox.
That's what I meant.
Okay, anything else? Entrance. Okay, so I guess we can start putting Robbie's part on this thing.
Okay, he's got legs.
He can aspire to become a dancer yet again.
And a body.
There you go, buddy. You'll be right as rain in no time.
Yeah. Keep your head up, you know.
And his other arm.
All right, he's armed.
Yeah, and as you guys might hear, I'm still dealing with a bit of a cough, so...
It's bent a bit. It doesn't fit anymore.
Nah, it's fine. Fixie will attach it later. Right, Fix?
Screws and bolts. Sets of cables.
Cool. He'll be able to see now,
Eyesight is neat.
right?
And that's broken, and that finger...
It's bent.
Nah,
Okay. Screws and bolts.
No, that doesn't need screws.
Okay. So we have some oil now. So we should be able to go get the eyes from Furiosa. And then we need to go back and get a capacitor. Oil can. Does that fix her arm? Oh yeah,
There you go. This should do the trick.
now's your chance.
much happier. Okay, let's
I'll
take
take
those.
these now that she's gone. I have no use for a cat.
Does anyone?
Okay, so now we can go put the eyes back on, and then we need to go back to the paper daily and figure out how we can get that capacitor. I'm guessing we need to do some sort of switcheroo on it.
Here's your, I'm guessing, eyeballs?
Okay. So now, still don't know what or how we're gonna get these things out here. But all the other stuff, or the rest of the stuff, the capacitor at least is here.
Hey there.
I don't have time for your shenanigans, Bear.
Point taken.
Okay.
If I just take it, the editor will notice. I need to replace it with something. I can't do it right now. He's looking this way.
Okay, let's well, messing with his board seemed to occupy him quite a bit before.
Hey, there's a typo on this one.
What are you doing, Ted? Now I need to do it all over again.
Have fun.
So he's preoccupied.
All right, I got it. Caca!
What the?
What are you up to, Bear?
Just admiring your work.
Admire it tomorrow morning. I'm busy.
Fine, fine, fine. So now we have a emergency capacitor. Is there anything else in here? Like this diploma was probably some sort of hidden safe, right?
A good crowbar is a terrible thing to waste.
Okay. Oh, pencil sharpener. That was a... Didn't they say that was like a fingerprint scanner, something like that? Oh, beautiful. Okay.
It was a fingerprint scanner after all.
The safe opened up. Have a look, will you?
The MH-AT.
Hey, it's the alignment tool from the list. Check that off real fast.
Primo detective work, kid.
I'll take it with me. According to the blueprint, Robbie needs this.
Pretty neat. Okay. Looks like that was everything in there. Let's go back and put these parts on him then. And then we only need one more part.
Okay, this is probably the most important one.
How do you figure?
It's for his memory.
And capacitor.
Nice, it fits.
Whatever it is.
Don't worry about it.
There. That's all of him. Can you fix the guy?
You're still missing something, cowboys. But it might be a little harder to get.
What?
A ratchet relay.
Can't you just fix him without it? I just need him to talk, not dance around.
Are you serious?
No, of course not.
Where can we find one?
It's your guess as well as mine, kid. There's a shortage on the market. However, there might be some available on the other market. If you catch my drift.
That's great. Prepare to hang around some really creepy people, kid.
Why, are we going to your bird watching club?
Ha ha, very funny. No, we're going to the Jungle Jazz Bar.
I mean, of course it's a bar.
See you in a little while, doll.
Bye, Miss Fixie.
Bye, handsome.
Okay. Jungle Jazz Bar. Here we go. Yeah, these shady guys. They are literally shades.
Wow, all these guys look really shady.
Yeah, just don't make eye contact.
It's a payphone. Looks functional.
That'll be 25 cents for local calls.
Harold and Barry?
Boy, when they told me there's other fish in the sea, I hoped they didn't mean you two.
That keeps getting funnier every time, Snoop.
Hey, comedy comes in threes.
Then you should have stopped saying that 40 attempts ago.
This is nice, right? The four of us back together again.
I've literally never seen this kid in my life.
This is Gus Awesome, England's best spy in the world.
Sure, why not? We need some information.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, we're in a good mood.
So, to keep it that way, I think it's best for you two to scram.
Yeah, shoo. Good one, Bear.
Huh, thought so. Wise guys.
Okay.
Harold Mackerel and Barry Barracuda. Two lowlifes connected to the Paper City's black market.
Everything else is just shades.
It's locked. They're setting up for a concert.
The hotspot really says it all.
Shady guys. Sign?
Jungle Jazz Bar. It's flashy, all right.
Don't let the bright lights fool you, kid. This is Reef King's joint.
Is he, like, a mobster?
Well, not according to the last hearing.
Okay. So, we got screws and bolts, club flyer, finger, crowbar. Can we just break in?
A good crowbar.
Okay, apparently not.
I'll keep this a bit longer. You never know.
Okay. I don't think we want to. Yeah. So we already used that. Screws and bolts, we don't know what for yet. And the crowbar doesn't make sense on the two fishy guys. So, how about this thing?
What's this, Bear?
This? Oh, it's nothing. Just something that may or may not incriminate you in regards to the recent series of robot kidnappings.
I bet there's a matching coupon in your coat.
For a nice, cold Southside fizz. It expires today, right?
Okay, what do you two want?
A little birdie told us you might know someone.
Keep your bird-watching nonsense to yourself, Bear.
That's not even
Okay, enough with the wisecracking. We're looking for a ratchet relay.
what he said.
Yeah? Join the club, Gus. There's a shortage these days.
I mean, Illuminarium might have some still.
Oh yeah, go ask Skinner. I'm sure he's in a charitable mood, given the season.
Yeah, charitable.
Right?
Illuminarium?
I should have thought of that.
Yeah, you shoulda.
Man, Betty must have messed you up something fierce.
Okay, we're done here.
Oh, just when it was about to get all personal.
We'll catch you two idiots later.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Hey, give our regards to the missus.
Boy, everyone's really letting you have it with the whole Betty thing. What happened there?
I'm not getting into this right now.
Fine. What's Illuminarium?
Paper City's industrial light manufacturer.
Well, they ought to have some relays.
My thought exactly. But their CEO is a tough nut kid. Just let me do all the talking.
You've literally been doing all the talking this whole time.
Okay, good, so you're familiar with the concept. Let's go.
He's not wrong. Okay. So that would be out here. Okay. Bulby?
A mascot? It says Bulby underneath.
Can we steal that?
Let's see if it talks.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Bulby.
Skinner's
What's
box.
that, Bear?
I have no idea, kid.
Paper trail. Well, that's convenient.
What's this?
Oh,
Oh my god!
What the? Smiley Skinner, I presume.
Ah, it's the lawman. Gentlemen, keep it short. I'm somewhat in a hurry.
Leaving the country.
There it is, Ted's famous wit. Even though we've never had the pleasure, Ted, I'm afraid your infamy precedes you.
You and me both, pal. Let's get right to the brass tacks. We need a ratchet relay, and it seems there's a shortage these days.
You're well informed, Ted.
You seem to be doing just fine in that department. How come?
Now, gentlemen. I wouldn't be much of a CEO if I was just to give away company secrets.
Your company's secrets are what we call reasonable suspicion.
And what am I being suspect of? Running a successful business in the post-war depression?
How about robot kidnappings? Heard about that?
Ah, yes. Nasty business. However, as I already told the real police, I don't know anything about that.
Hear that, kid? The real police. How could you tell? Did they have mustard stains on their badges?
Gentlemen, I'm afraid this is all the time I could spare. Just as an expression of goodwill, I'll tell you this. We get the relays from our reserves.
Reserves?
We buy them in bulks, so there's some left still. But hopefully this shortage won't last past this winter.
Sure.
Gentlemen, now, if you'll excuse me.
You're excused, Smiley.
Could we bother you for one such relay?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. There's a shortage, after all.
Of course. Well, we had to try.
Okay, so now what?
He's acting off.
Right. Like you can't spare one relay?
That is strange. Also, there was an interesting piece of paper on his desk.
What kind of paper?
I'm not sure yet. Let's go back to the Union. I need to speak to that copper crone again.
okay. The Union. There we go.
Just the booze hound I wanted to see. Any news?
They say that hyperinflation is inevitable. Apparently, it's common in post-war economy.
About the case? Any news about the case?
Oh, right. We found Robbie.
Robertson? Holy motherboard. Is he okay?
Yeah. No. He's pretty dismantled right now.
But how?
It's fine. We can fix him. We're missing a single component, though.
What is it?
Kid.
A ratchet relay.
Oh, but there's a shortage these days.
You think? Anyways, we found someone who might have some still. But he wasn't really cooperative.
Skinner?
Oh, so you know Smiley.
That heartless scumbag. He wouldn't spare a light bulb to save his own son. Ugh.
We're kind of stuck here. If we get the thing, the hatchet.
Ratchet relay.
Relay. Thanks, kid. We can get valuable information. We could close the case.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go get it!
That might require some breaking in.
I seriously don't care. Just get the relay. Ted.
Okay. No need to blow a fuse.
Get the thing. Solve the case.
Bye, Miss Lift.
Get out.
Sheesh. See what I mean? Let's go, kid. There's a bar downtown we have to visit first.
Of course there is.
Okay, so where am I going now? Oh.
What'll it be, boys?
The usual, Jay.
I'll have the same.
No, he won't. Give him a lemonade.
Aye, coming right up.
Oof. Tough night. Ah, kid.
Okay, I gotta ask now. What's the deal with, Betty?
Oh boy.
Fine. All right, there's this young actress. Betty. She and I. We were an item.
So what happened?
Something idiots like me tend to do, kid. I messed up.
Can't you, apologize?
Not this time. You'll get it when you're a bit older.
You care for her.
I did. But that's all over with.
Is it? You're having a hard time with this case. You seem absent-minded.
Yeah. Well, so do you. And since we're sharing, mind telling me what the hell is going on now?
Where's the little lassie bear? I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah. Kid, where is your sister?
She's fine.
Well, you see, you keep saying that.
She had to go to the hospital, right? There. Can we drop it now?
What? Why? What's wrong?
She secretly ate one of the cookies from my batch. And my mom and dad had to take her to the hospital.
What the hell? You could have told me that.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, it's fine. Is she...
It's not fine, Ted. She's really sick, and it's all my fault.
Kid, she had an allergic reaction. It's not your fault.
But it is okay. We got into a fight before bedtime about the cookies, and I dared her to eat one.
Hey, now, come on. Kids, you know, they do stupid things like this all the time. Right, Jay?
Also, some adults I know.
Okay, you're making this worse. The point is, everyone makes their own choices. And sure, sometimes there might be a nudge from someone else. But in the end, it all comes down to what you'll decide. No one can do that for you.
It was so scary, Bear. She couldn't breathe, and I just stood there. I didn't know what to do.
Don't worry, kid. Amber's tough. She'll be fine. She went through this once before, remember? I get it now. You're waiting for them to come back. That's why you're here.
I didn't know what to do, so I thought I'd help her out with the case while I wait, you know? I thought...
It was something to do, right?
I can't stand the waiting.
I get it. But don't be so hard on yourself. The fact that you're bothered so much by it really shows that you genuinely care for your sister. Right, Jay?
So you messed up. It happens. Just ask this guy over there.
I mean...
But you seem like a good kid to me. None of us are perfect, laddie. We all make mistakes.
Or, in other words, we make our own choices. and choices have consequences.
Where a man truly shows who he is how he deals with the choices he's made, good or bad.
That's right. Like right now, you have a choice. You can stay here and hang around with this big-headed oaf, or you can make the right choice and come help me break into the factory.
That doesn't seem like the right choice at all.
I guess it doesn't. But hey,
Nope.
it's something to do, right?
Thanks, Bear,
Thanks for what?
for giving me something to do.
Don't mention it, champ. Now, let's go and steal that relay thing. We have a long night ahead, you and I.
Should I put this on
No
your
time
tab,
to
then?
talk, Jay. The kid and I have a case to solve. Just go. Go, kid, go.
Yeah, let's just run out on the tab. Seems to be the common theme. Later that night. It's weird that the text is so small. At least it is on my monitor. Okay, we
All right,
made to
kid.
the
Here we
Illuminarium.
Here we are.
So, once we get you over that fence and into that factory...
What? Are you insane? These are the latest Cyberus V8 robo-dogs. I'm not going anywhere near them.
Don't forget the searchlight.
Sure, and the searchlight. It'll be like a candlelight dinner to them.
Okay, fine. Maybe not the best idea.
I mean, it's just negligence at this point, Ted.
All right, fine. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. Hey, what about that car over there?
What about it?
I'm going to ram it into that fence.
I mean, sure, that's as sound as it gets with you.
We need the keys, though.
There's a guardhouse. They could be in there.
Worth a look, at least. Let's go.
Okay, so it is time for me to take a break here, guys. But when we come back, hopefully we will either get into the factory or the guardhouse or outsmart these dogs or wherever this little adventure wants to take us. Also, before we do that, I'm gonna look at all of these things at the beginning of the next episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one. And until then, take care. Bye.